riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi. Now it's ended. Well, the Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. If you look at the Nuggets, unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for Denver, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the two-guard spot. And for New Orleans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. Here's Murray. Derek Favors making his last shot. Clock at 6. Murray the pass to Jokic. Craig kicks to Porter. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's Jokic, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
You know, I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump, and you start to say, I like that team.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Ingram outside. To the inside. Here's Favors. Moves back up. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Favors has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Murray surveying the D. And the pass to Craig. Jokic kicks to Murray. Will it go? And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Ball finds Favors. Here's Williamson. Can't hit from in close.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
The putback, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
When you look at Paul Millsap, not the tallest power forward, but has that terrific wingspan.
Ball dishes to Favors. Holiday the pass to Williamson. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Millsap. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Favors is a terrific big man, a wonderful passer who sees the floor so well.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
Now, here's Bull. No good from Grant. Here's Williamson, and he makes good on the layup. Williamson's got 5 now.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Plumlee kicks to Morris. To the paint, here's Grant. And no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Here's Redick. New Orleans moving the ball around. Pass to Hart. Outside, Reddick. He feeds it to Williamson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now, here's Bull. Not a lot of room. Dozier passes to Bull. And again, Denver no good. And the Pelicans with the possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
And that was an absolute hammer. Williamson is downright lethal when you allow him to gain some momentum.
Pass to Plumlee. Banked in off the glass.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of them...
Basketball, like passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Plumlee. Jeremy Grant is out there with Bull. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Daniels in at the 2. Morris kicks to Grant. It's rebounded by Hayes. New Orleans leading by 7. Reddick finds Okafor. Back to Reddick. Pass to Hart. Here's Hayes. Okafor trying to get open. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans. Bull to pass to Plumlee. Second shot opportunity. Grant up top. And the wide open shot from Morris. The Nuggets with another miss. Well, for New Orleans, shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. The shot by Reddick, no good. And so Grant will bring it up for Denver. In the second quarter, held scoreless. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
Did you see that communication? It was terrific. Offensively, they used the pick play to set up easy look.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jackson.
And this is Alvin Gentry's 4th stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, let's get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Jokic kicks to Daniels. The pass to Porter. He dishes it to Murray. Favors against Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Over Okafor. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Paul Millsap.
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his teams.
Back to Ball. Holiday finds Okafor. Over Jokic. And it's Okafor missing.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Sweet move. Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
Well, all right. Paul Millsap looking bouncy tonight.
Left side favors. Holiday looking for an opening. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Nuggets trail. Daniels from outside. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Holiday left side. For three, Ingram. Offensive rebound. Outside Holiday. Back to Favors. Kicks it to Ball. The feed to Okafor. And Okafor slams it in.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Poked loose. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And then Favors with the dunk.
Favors is a tremendous athlete. He loves to dunk it down. The connection he has with his teammates on the floor is unbelievable.
Ball against Murray. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Just 5 to shoot. He kicks it to Porter. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. New Orleans leading by 6. Passes it to Melly. Ingram dishes the ball. Launches it. And Brandon Ingram hits from deep. Ingram's got his second basket of the night.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Murray against Ball. Got a piece of it. Jokic inside. Looking to end the run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he sinks the second. Here's Ball. Stolen by Grant. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Jokic with the steal. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They have an 8-point lead. Shaq, how did you... That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Jokic finds Porter. Denver passing it around. Shot clock at 5. And Murray. Here we go. Smitty, I heard this the other day, letting a player stay in the game after his 6th foul, but granting an extra free throw to the other team. What do you think of it?
Kevin, that's crazy. I mean, no way. I
knew you'd say that. I knew you would say that.
I do summer league games, and I watched this 10 fouls. There's no way we could have had that many fouls.
Whoa, hammering it in.
Great pick and roll there by Favors. When he slashes to the basket, he is hard to stop.
Ball's knocked loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Pelicans now. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
The athleticism on display there. For as big as Williamson is, he moves so fast and so decisively.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Hart. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 4 on the clock. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Murray against Ball. That's tipped. Here's Millsap at the elbow. Murray. Shot to stop the run. Pelicans with the rebound.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And here's a look at some numbers for Murray. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's averaging about 19 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And that's grown man muscle. Williamson relishes any chance he gets to take the defense on and finish. And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Jackson against Murray. Jokic passes to Craig. Changes up. Jokic kicks to Plumlee. And Bull wide open. He shoots, and it's off from three-point range. And now the Pelicans on the break. And there it is for him. 14 points for Zion Williamson.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it clean.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special. Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Hayes. The Nuggets have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Three-pointer, Daniels. Pelicans pull it in. They led by as many as 18 points. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Daniels has got 5 now.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
59 seconds left in the third. Here's Williamson. Good defense by Jokic.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Outside Holiday. And then Okafor slams it in.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Pass to Daniels. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic kicks to Daniels. And another miss by Denver. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. The shot by Redick, no good.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Daniels. And Okafor with the block. And they're able to recover. And here's Morris for three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Pelicans leading by 13. So on the floor for Denver. Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Then it's Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 2-guard. Favors can't get it to go. The Nuggets shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. And that one is good. Dozier's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nuggets. And Holiday, here we go. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Dozier passes to Millsap. Jokic kicks to Porter. Morris looking over the floor. There's the pass to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Over Favors. Dozier. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Melly. Smitty, certain guys, due to their size or just playing style, are harder to officiate than others. I've always believed that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, back in my day, it was Shaq. How do you officiate him? Is he creating contact or he is absorbing contact? James Harden at a guard spot is one of those guys. Giannis, I also think, is one of those guys. And Russell Westbrook. Those are my guys I think that are playing right now.
They're just such different players, aren't they? I mean, they're just very difficult to officiate.
And they play through contact well.
Yes, good point. It's Porter outside. Pelicans with the rebound. Favors has got 5 rebounds tonight. So Favors will bring it up for the Pelicans. They led by as many as 18 points. The kick out to Holiday. Melly passes the ball. Here's Melly. Jokic defending. Here's Ball. A three-pointer is right on target. Ball's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the middle. Here's Millsap. Lays it up and banks it in.
Very quietly, Paul Millsap just goes about his business. He's a tough competitor.
Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Ball. Lets it go from deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his first points of the game.
And that's the pressure Holiday puts on your defense. Sees the opportunity, gets his shot inside.
Poked away. Pelicans leading by 16. Lobs it up for Favors. And Holiday kicks to Ingram. Passes it to Holiday. Here's Ball. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Back to Millsap. 11 feet away and too long on the shot. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Back to Holiday. Feeds it to Ingram. It's Ingram on the wing. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pelicans.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zion Williamson.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Murray finds Millsap. Back to Murray. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Ball against Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williamson, the pass to Ingram, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Morris dishes to Plumlee. Here's Vonleh. Makes it off the glass.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play one test game for each one.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Nuggets coach Mike Malone is the son of...
Some pretty sound advice. Thanks, D.A. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Nuggets. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, the Jazz, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And I think for the Jazz, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D-Wade with how he plays.
Here's Murray. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here is Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Gobert finds Mitchell. 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Lets it go. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Craig passes to Millsap. To the inside. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Millsap.
They've got an effective passing big man in Millsap. He does a lot for their chemistry.
Mitchell gets to Conley. Back to Mitchell. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Conley into the lane. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point. Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Basket counts.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
The pass to Porter. Denver passing it around. Three-pointer. And it's Jamal Murray with the three. Murray's got 5 now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Gobert can't hit.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Passes it to Murray. Pass to Jokic. And it's Denver scoring again.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz trail by 10. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Back to Mitchell to end the run. No good off the back of the rim. Nuggets have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Pass to Murray. Down low. Here's Jokic. Inside. 3 seconds left. And so it's Denver going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA.
He's one of my favorite players growing up.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Peyton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Grant down low with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Bull. And it's Dozier in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. And they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. D.A., thank you.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position. Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Morris dishes to Plumlee. Back to Morris. And the layup's good off the glass. Morris has got the lead up to 13 now for Denver. And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bobo's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
Moutier against Morris. Now the pass to Dozier. Bol dishes to Plumlee. On the wing, Morris. Passes it to Plumlee. It's stolen by Gobert. Plumlee with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. Pass to Morris. Plumlee with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Because of Rudy Gobert's thin frame, people were trying to take advantage of him early physically in his career. For the Jazz, they wanted him to get stronger, get in the weight room, and become more of a problem.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
See, I have so much appreciation for the way Rudy Gobert plays the game. This guy takes smart shots on the offensive end. He uses that reach to perfection on the defensive end. He is a defense unto himself.
And for 7-footers like Gobert, it seems, Doris, there's more risk of injury.
Well, everything the Jazz organization has done with Rudy has focused from the core down. They want to make sure their big man has functional strength that eases pressure on the knees and ankles. Both of those areas have been so problematic for guys his size.
No coverage that time. Morris has got 5 points now this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Gobert. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. Clarkson passes to Davis. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Bull. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. And a switcher also for Utah. O'Neal's checked in. Here's O'Neal. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. And Porter comes to help. Davis has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's Porter on the assist by Daniels. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Tipped away. Millsap with it. Now defended by Moutier. Murray against Moutier. And it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got 8 points.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here's Clarkson. Over Daniels. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Three-pointer, Daniels. But they'll get another chance. Jokic, that's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. That's 12 points for Jokic.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of the first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Jazz, inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's O'Neal in at the threesome.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Mr. Gobert. Now O'Neal. Outside Conley. The three. The shot. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He's in the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. Mitchell outside to stop the run. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Mitchell's got his third basket of the night right there. Here's Craig, covered by Mitchell. Dozier kicks to Porter. And there's the pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Second chance shot. Pass to Craig. Here's Dozier. The three-pointer, no good. Jazz trail by 20. Pass to Conley. Back to Ingles. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'll tell you, you have to have some measure of composure close to the bucket. Mr. Ingles doing work.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. You hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Mitchell left side. Shoots from the elbow. Kept alive. And there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
Well, Rudy Gobert with the size and length, they factor on the glass right now.
Here's Craig, covered by Mitchell. Craig passes to Jokic. To the inside. Porter finds Millsap. Now, here's Jokic, trying to end the drought, and he sinks the layup. Jokic has got 14 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And it's Mitchell missing. Denver leading by 18. The pass to Porter. Jokic with it, covered by Mitchell. Passes it to Dozier. And here's Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
The Jazz making a switch here. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for O'Neal. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Another miss by Utah. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Moutier. Looking for Clarkson. He gets it there. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. He's got 6.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Plumlee, Murray out there with Morris. Then there's Grant, and it's Daniels in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Morris against Moutier. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Morris outside, and the call will be against Emmanuel Mudiay. That is his first foul of the game. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, George, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Stolen by O'Neal. And now here comes Conley leading the break, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Guys, how often do you see an alley-oop designed for your guard? Donovan Mitchell defies explanation.
That's tipped, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant. Porter's checked in for Troy Daniels. And it's Torrey Craig in for Morris. Stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Just great recognition from the athletic big man. Gobert finish off the nice pass.
And Jokic throws it down.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here we felt it. Mitchell dishes to Ingles. Mitchell outside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Here's Murray. A putback. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And O'Neal gets it to go.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Here's Murray. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nuggets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Well, you look up at the scoreboard, the time remaining, this game is effectively over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Millsap with the steal. Pass to Craig. The Nuggets moving the ball around. It's tipped and stolen by Murray. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Conley with the 3. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Murray finds Millsap. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Craig, covered by Mitchell, to the paint. Jokic passes to Millsap. That one drops for him.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
To end the run. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this game. This game may not have. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
philosophy, Chris. Who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument.
And with tip. Thanks, D.A. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Look at Utah, the advantage in one series. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for New Orleans, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Vaughn in at the point guard position. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Here's the 3. No good there. And Utah the other way now. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
There's so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
And it's Mitchell missing. New Orleans with the ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Utah has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Has to Gobert. Mitchell in the corner. Now O'Neal. To the middle. Here's Ingles. Up again, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Left side Favors. Looks for Holiday, gets it to him, and he comes up with the deuce.
Such a smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance open up right there, he's all over it.
Mitchell outside, taken away by Holiday. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now, here's Ingles. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't understand what the divisions are, do you?
Oh, no. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up the fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, there could be something that goes away soon.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Clarkson passes to Davis. Back to Clarkson. He dishes it to Moutier. The Jazz working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Niang. Good on the three-point shot.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control.
Now, here's Moutier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Gobert. kicks to Clarkson. To the paint, intercepted. Here's Hart, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now, here's Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Passes to Clarkson. There's the three. Here's go. Oh, that was something else.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
So hard to guard point guards with a change of speed. Moutier there with a nice burst to the basket.
And so it's the Utah Jazz ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away.
The ups and downs of injuries.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Utah, Emmanuel Moutier out there with Clarkson. Then there's Davis, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Niang in at the three, the small forward.
Sweet jumper there from Moutier, catching the D by surprise by taking that shot as soon as he got the pass.
And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Gobert. O'Neal comes in for George Niang. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Here's Mitchell, and Utah again with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Ball. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
O'Neal passes to Ingles. Over Williamson. Back to O'Neal. The pass to Mitchell. Jacks up a three. The offensive rebound.
That's the energy Ed Davis needs to play with consistently. Big-time finish on the rebound.
Pelicans trail by 12. For the three. The shot by Redick, no good.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
If you were choosing a center for the team that you ran, you've got these options. Joel Embiid, Big Cat, Jokic in Denver. Who do you go with?
There's so much variety in their games, Kevin. And I appreciate what Jokic does so much for that Denver Nuggets offense, initiating as a center from the top. But I'm going to have to go with Embiid and the way that he can dominate the game. There's still so much potential and growth for what it is that he can do. Down on the block, doing damage, taking away a lot of three-point shots. Not to disparage what it is that Karl Anthony Towns can do, but his size and dominance, I think there's an intimidation factor that Joel Embiid brings to the game that I would lean on over the other two.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williamson's got his second basket.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
1:51 left to play in the first half. Here's Conley. Ingles controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Jazz lead by 16.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ingles has got 10 points in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Ingram. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his sixth rebound on the night.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Conley, and there's another one for the Jazz.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair, and frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Here's Williamson up and in from the low block. He's got 6.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Outside Conley. Over ball. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Pelicans trail by 18. Knocked away. He had stolen by Ingles.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Williamson. He hangs. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are in control of this game, up by 8. And that'll do it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, Joe Ingles getting it done today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot, manning the middle. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
This is what you love about Williamson. On the shorter side for a big man, but he's developing the pump fake as an equalizer. And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Here's Holiday. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. And that one's good. Ingram.
And really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. Gotta get a hand up or he's gonna make you pay.
Favors against Gobert. Over Favors. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 8. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Conley's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 16. Here's Holiday. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. For the Jazz, George Niang, he's checked in for O'Neal. Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's an 18-point game. Redick passes to Melli. And Redick kicks to Jackson. Fires from deep. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hart's got his second basket of the night.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now, here's Ingles. 12 points for him. 5 to shoot. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson on the wing, covered by Redick. Gobert the pass to Mudiay. Pulls up on the wing. That's good on the jump shot. Mudiay's got 7 points.
That's just a solid pick and roll play that opens up a jump shot for Emmanuel Mudiay.
Feeds it to Okafor. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Not going to go that time. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Ingles. He kicks it to Mudiay. The dish now to Clarkson. Back to Mudiay. And again it's Utah.
Well, a combo guard who can do a lot of things decently well. Jordan Clarkson, solid at dishing that rock.
Jackson from long range. They get the rebound.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Clarkson. Shot from 12. Lets the three fly. Pelicans pull it in. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jazz leading by 20. Passes it to Niang. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
There's the pass to Hart. Now here's Okafor. Ingles covering. Stripped away. Clarkson against Redick. Ingles kicks to Gobert. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time. Misses the shot. And so it's the Utah Jazz riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. And it's Clarkson in at the small forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. Pelicans shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Here's Ball. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Mitchell looking it over. Over Holiday. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to Conley. Fires for three. The shot that time, not on target. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Favors. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Favors got his first 2 points of the night. Mitchell outside. Pass to Ingles. Kicks it to Clarkson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Holiday goes in. Dishes it to Favors. Holiday, the pass to Favors. Ingram outside. For three. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Clarkson finds Gobert over Favors. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pelicans trail by 21. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. The kick out to Holiday. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Ball. The second chance effort. Count it. Good.
I mean, I love the determination with Ball. Always attacking. Does a great job of putting the defense on its heels.
Now the pass to Mitchell. Clarkson with the ball. Mitchell outside. Over Holiday. True on the 14-footer. 6 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
That one good for two.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Down low. Here's Ingles. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Williamson's checked in. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Good on the bucket.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And he gets it to go.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
New Orleans making a switch here. Favors is checked in. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Utah.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rudy Gobert.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Here's Conley. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And that one's good, Williamson.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own. Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Great D that time from Favors. Moore outside. Alexander Walker passes to Favors. 2 points. That one goes.
just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
charge him an alley. Charge it again like it's credit. Your team crowd need to edit. Yeah, I see face and get it. Hold up, that's dead. Need a minute, need a plan to revive. Let's get a shot pressing. Now you said what I said. They got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the... And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Millsap.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion is the 4, with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward spot. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. Count it! Holiday's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Pelicans. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
Clock at 4. Tries it from 19. Here's Jokic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards. It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And finished off by Porter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Ball with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Ingram. And again, New Orleans has no up. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Millsap finds Porter. So first quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Ingram with the steal. Goes up and slam dunk by Ingram.
How about that endless wingspan of Ingram? I mean, really causing the opposition a lot of problems.
Jokic passes to Craig. Banked in off the glass.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And here is Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Ball, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense, nice feel, which is hard to teach.
Now here's Murray. And there's the pass to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Fades away. New Orleans moving the ball around. Millsap with the double team. And it's Williamson missing. Denver in the lead. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Now here's Ingram, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Lays it up off the glass.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Now here's Porter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Williamson. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
Ball against Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray. The kick out to Porter. Now here's Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Derek Favors. And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
And like his father, Manute, Bole's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Plumlee, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Now here's Hayes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Hayes with the steal, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. .34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Redick. And they will call over the back on the play.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and gonna be called every time.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team, he means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Pass to Plumlee. Bole dishes to Grant. Here's Dozier. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. And don't go away. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Denver.
And they've made an effort to get to the line here in the first half, guys. And it's starting to pay off.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. Hart is out there with Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4-man position. Here's Hart. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. Pass to Melly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Grant. And it's Melly missing. Bole the pass to Grant. In the corner, it's Morris. This one for 3. But they get it back. Feeds the Bole. And the pass to Dozier. Plumlee with it. Covered by Redick. Morris outside. Over Jackson. Plumlee trying to break loose. Morris, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jackson against Morris. Jackson kicks to Redick. Pass to Melly. Over Bole. Another shot. Hayes, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Bole, the pass to Plumlee. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Plumlee's got his first points of the night.
And at 7'2", Bole has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Hart, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Bole.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Mark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who is the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, the former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP. Great job in crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
They get it again. Jokic passes to Plumlee.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Plumlee. Torrey Craig comes in for Michael Porter. And Murray subbed in for Morris. Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Ball against Murray. Here's Okafor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Okafor's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans. Murray kicks to Jokic. Millsap down low. It's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Murray dishes to Millsap. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Fires from 14. And the bank shot is good. Jokic has got 6 points.
Jokic is such a developed offensive player. He's really good at taking advantage of these mid-range spots.
It's Ingram on the wing. Drills it from outside. Ingram's got his second bucket.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Murray, no good. New Orleans in the lead. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. New Orleans making a switch here. Favors is checked in. On the wing, Holiday. He kicks to Favors. Over Millsap. Favors can't get it to go.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Millsap misses. So Favors will bring it up for the Pelicans. 3-point lead. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Got to give a lot of credit to Okafor for his hustle right there. I mean, really pumping hard down the court and made himself a huge target in transition.
Here's Holiday, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 7-point New Orleans lead.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4. And
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. For three, Murray. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Mark, you know, some players just don't need a lot of rest. They could play basketball all day, every day, and don't want to be taken out. They've all got a lot of engine in them.
Yeah, they do. 24/7 guys, we call them. They don't need a lot of fuel, and it seems like they never are out of fuel. Guys like Paul George and Russell Westbrook come to mind.
Denver making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I like about Paul Millsap, Kevin, is he's relentless. There's no let-up when he's out there. I mean, he goes after every ball.
Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. The kick out to Holiday. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. The Nuggets trail by 11. In the corner, Bull with it. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Plumlee. Morris outside. There's the triple. Dozier can't get it to go.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Redick with it. Now Bull defending. Jackson misses. For Denver, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Got a hand on it to the wing right side. Pass to Dozier. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good from Plumlee. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Hart the pass to Melly. Releases from 15. Hart, no good. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The 3. Grant, the second chance points on the tip in.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Greg, they're getting outworked on the glass, and those second chance buckets have devastated their defense.
The Nuggets trail by 7.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
He gets it in there. For Denver, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's Grant. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Grant's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Morris looking over the floor. Now, here's Bull. He's covered closely. And the dunk by Bull.
Moving well in the pick and roll. Bull's understanding for how to capitalize in that spot is big.
And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. The Nuggets making a switch here. Daniels is checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Holiday's checked in. Here's Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that's a foul called on Bull. That'll be his second foul of the game. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
Cannot afford to let Okafor get near the bucket. I mean, he is really skilled at finishing those looks, and he does so with authority.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They grab their own miss. Jokic passes to Millsap. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Now, here's Ball. He's covered by Daniels. Ball kicks to Holiday. Back to Ball. Takes a 3. Off target. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Favors is out there with Jahlil Okafor. And it's Ball in a point.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Here's Millsap, and Okafor with the block.
Got to be cautious when Okafor's in the area. I mean, he's a giant. Not only is he big, but he's long. And that helps him block shots because of his good timing, too.
Here's Daniels. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The feed to Ball. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Ingram finds Holiday. Jokic with the steal. Stolen by Holiday. It's Ingram on the wing. Out to the right wing. And the dunk by Williamson.
And you got to appreciate the fearlessness with which he plays. Zion's ability to shoulder the offense at this stage of his career is incredible.
And that one's good by Porter.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Ball, the pass to Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. Ball. That 3 off the mark.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Paul Millsap.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Big difference in second chance points, and that makes it tough.
Ingram kicks to Ball. Back to Ingram. Dishes it to Williamson. Favors trying to break free, and he uses the glass on the layup. 16 points for Zion Williamson.
Some young players tend to defer.
Oh, great! Goodness! That was special.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Monte Morris is checked in for Jamal Murray. And the Pelicans also making a change. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. Outside, Redick. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Favors. Over Jokic. And that'll be. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Williamson kicks the ball. Out to Ingram. Passes it to Williamson. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Trailing here by 8. The tray. The shot will not fall. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way from past the arc. Offensive rebound. And it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Millsap lives for moments just like this. Calm, cool, collected, taking huge shots when the game is tight.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. So it's Denver now. 6-point game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Trifecta!
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. This win sets a trip.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20
Salt Lake City, Utah, fully illuminated. And as things get ready to roll, he is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. Here's Conley, the 9-footers on the mark. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs, you still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
Millsap looking it over. Here's Murray. The rebound by the Jazz. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
So it's Denver now. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go from the baseline. The Nuggets with another miss.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Tries again. Millsap grabs the miss. The Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. From outside the arc. Unable to get that one. And it's Utah the other way.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Back to O'Neal. Pass to Ingles. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Right there, it's who wants the basketball the most, and it's Joe Ingles creating the extra possession.
Pass to Millsap. To halt the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Gobert passes it to Ingles. Goes back up. And Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 6. Millsap passes to Porter. Craig, good.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Donovan Mitchell, he covers every base, even showing the touch from mid-range.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mitchell in the corner. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Conley against Murray. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. A different look for Utah. George Niang, he's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And then for Denver, Dozier's checked in, and Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Dozier passes to Millsap. Shot from the top of the key. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the pass to Niang. O'Neal with it. The Jazz working the ball around now. Back to Gobert. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
Rudy showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
Morris passes to Millsap. From 11 feet away, Gobert pulls it in. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Davis comes in for O'Neal, and Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mitchell. And then for Denver, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Bull in for Torrey Craig. Here's Niang. His last outing, he had 8 points. The Jazz with another miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Clarkson taking his time here. Puts it up. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. It doesn't go for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Utah out in front, leading by 6. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder is quickly...
Very key to have a coach like that.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Mudiay. Gobert is out there with Davis. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Niang in at the small forward position. Here's Niang. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And here's Mudiay. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pocket 2. Oh, that's offensive interference. The Nuggets trail by 8. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pass to Bull. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How do they improve there?
You know, GA, they can be a top 10 offense. The two things that have held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting.
Here's Mudiay, takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Morris into the lane. Here's Plumlee. Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot-blocking master.
And Plumlee kicks to Grant. Here's Bull. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And that's now 7 points for Bull.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter now. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Over to the left wing. The wide open look for Plumlee. Misses off the right iron.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Daniels passes to Grant, and it goes down 2 points.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
Moutier with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Aston Yang. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Morris dishes to Daniels. Uncovered. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And the 7-foot Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, former Defensive Player of the Year.
They call him the Stifle Tower. He's the anchor, the foundation of this team. He changes the complexion of the game when he occupies the paint.
Now here is Davis. Passes it to Niang. The offensive rebound.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
1:07 left now here in the second, and Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Davis. Royce O'Neal comes in for George Niang. Mitchell, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Mike Conley in for Moutier. Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Here's Mitchell. They lead by 7. .40 seconds left in the first half. Millsap with the steal. Here's Porter. The shot comes out, and it's Utah the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Ingles, another shot. Here's Gobert, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And Jokic throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
I really like Donovan Mitchell's composure out there, leading this team by example.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's Dozier from deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Utah Jazz. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 11. How about you, And that'll...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2-guard spot. Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. Mitchell finds Conley. Interesting, Smitty. We're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter, you can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. Now here is Conley. 5 points in the game.
Love the determination by Murray on defense, really doing his best to pester these shooters.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Craig passes to Jokic. Here's Millsap. Rebound, Utah.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Ingles up top. Millsap covering. Ingles passes to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Outside Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Releases from 15. Ingles can't get it to go.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Outside Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss. Jazz leading by 10. Inside, Millsap with the steal. He dishes it to Murray. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Conley. Lays it in off the breakaway. Conley's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Kept alive. The second chance effort. Jokic passes to Millsap. Good on the shot. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Porter's got it back down to within single digits for the Nuggets.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Conley left side. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Conley's got 9. Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
1:39 left to play in the third. On the wing, Mitchell. He has 5. Kicks to O'Neal. 5 on the clock. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. Davis is checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for O'Neal. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Troy Daniels comes in for Porter. Mitchell outside. Fires from the wing. The Jazz again can't hit it.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Here's Jokic. Stolen by Conley. Knocked loose. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mitchell outside. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Down low. Here's Ingles. Another miss by Utah.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Clarkson's running. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
I mean, elite level athleticism. Donovan Mitchell attacking the rim. So exciting to watch greatness develop.
And there's the pass to Craig. Here's Grant. And another miss by Denver. The Jazz shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And both free throws good for Davis. It's stolen by Davis. Got it off in time. No good. And so it's Utah up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. All around, it's hard to point to any one area where they haven't had the upper hand in this game. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Joe Ingles, Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Davis, and it's Niang in at the force hole. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. The putback, it's good on the putback. Niang's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Jokic, that one wide left.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
To the paint. Clarkson dishes to Davis. Back to Clarkson, takes the 13-footer, and that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. And the Jazz lead by 16 to the inside. And that one's good. Daniels has got his first basket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Clarkson. Now, here's Ingles. He's covered by Daniels. And the Jazz with some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for George Niang. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Now, here's Ingles. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Craig. Bangs in the air. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steve, when it comes to creating contact, which offensive moves can create the impression of a foul where the defensive player can do nothing about it?
I think ripping through the defender's arms is really tough for the defensive guy right now, Kevin. That's a hard move to defend if you're the defender.
Smitty, I think guys actually practice this, don't they? Ways they can kind of lure a defensive player in like that.
They do. They're strong enough now, and also they are, like you said, practicing that type of move. Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Porter, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Ingles passes to Gobert. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And 11 points for Rudy Gobert.
Nice shot by Rudy Gobert. When he's hitting jumpers off the catch, this offense takes on a whole new look.
And he's able to get it back. Nailed from three-point land. And that's now 6 points for Michael Porter. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Conley. 6 to shoot. And the basket by Ingles. And the Jazz lead by 13.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Passes to O'Neal. Over Porter. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. O'Neal's got his first basket of the night. Morris into the lane. Makes it off the glass. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Clarkson kicks to Conley. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Utah.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Now, here's Jokic. Morris outside. Back to Millsap. The shake. And it's good on the layup.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Here's Conley following the basket by Paul Millsap. Now Conley. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Clarkson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Nuggets ball.
Here's Morris. The pass to Bates. Diop fires the three. The shot off that time. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A confident. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached
the New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi here tonight. D.A. Well, you're right, D.A. A big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Utah. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where Utah is, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but just give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
A resilient.
Oh, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
From the stripe, and the jumper is good. You can see it, Doris, for some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here's the fast break. Finished off the break.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. Conley feeling it out. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Ball against Conley. That one doesn't drop. And New Orleans will come the other way. Now Ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. Kicks it to Favors. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Shoots the 3. Ball with the bucket.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
To the paint. It's deflected and stolen by Williamson. Poked away. Mitchell with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Mitchell, understanding that length and athleticism, serves him well on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Ball dishes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, how about the concentration from Ball? Not allowing himself to be denied. Really got to wrap him up on these shots to prevent the bucket.
And Utah making a change here. Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Here's Niang. Back to Moutier. Shot clock at 6. Gobert down low. Working on Hayes. And Gobert with the basket on the assist for Moutier.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Jazz trail by 3. Stolen by Ball. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Good.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Moutier against Ball. Moutier passes to Clarkson. Inside. Here's Gobert. And the Jazz can't hang on to the ball. So for the Pelicans, Okafor is checked in for Hayes. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. New Orleans leading by 5. Here's Hart. Really had an off game against the Kings. Never really found his rhythm. Okafor with no one around. Pelicans keep it alive. Jackson passes to Hart. Clock at 6. Ellie, and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Niang. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Jackson kicks to Redick. A 15-footer doesn't get it to drop for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pelicans on top. Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better.
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking. And, Greg, you should be talking about winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Gobert. Clarkson is out there with Emmanuel Moutier. Then there's Davis, and it's Niang in at the 3, the small forward.
Able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Okafor, the pass to Melli. Lays it up and banks it in. Ellie's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pelicans.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Here's Gobert. They get it back. Here's Davis. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Jackson. Okafor trying to get open. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Ed Davis. New Orleans shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't there?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
Mitchell looking it over. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Ingles can't get it to go. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Ingles. Another miss by Utah. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And how about the athleticism from Ingram? Really looking to tear the basket apart with these strong dunks.
Mitchell outside. Over Holiday. It's good, and the New Orleans leaders cut down to 9 in the bucket for Mitchell.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
To the inside. And there's Jackson on the assist from Ingram. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Mitchell outside. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. All comes in for Jackson.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
And that one's good. Williamson.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Thunder. Mitchell dishes to O'Neal. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans leading by 13. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Pelicans making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Utah also making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for O'Neal. And it's good for 2.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Niang. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now here's Williamson. Guarded closely. And the dunk by Williamson.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining. He's extremely productive.
Mitchell outside. And so it's New Orleans out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny. Zion Williamson was on fire in the first half. He had 14. Thanks for joining.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1. That's the Pelicans' 5. Ingram finds Favors. Gobert with the block.
Let's remember that the 7-foot frame includes a 7'9" wingspan. Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower, doing work. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Here's Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Rudy Gobert has become really excellent at getting deep, low post position. The defense has got to foul him when he's that deep.
Now, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
Mitchell finds Ingles, and the shot is good.
See, Joe Ingles doesn't blow you away with physical strength. It's his craftiness that makes him effective, especially scoring through contact.
Ball with it. He's got 8. Ingram passes to Okafor. Shoots. And that one goes long.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Ball, the pass to Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
Very difficult to match up with Favors. I love how under control, under duress he was right there.
Conley, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Conley's got his first bucket of the night. Left side Favors. And Holiday kicks to Ball. Over Conley. Ball, no good.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Stolen by Mitchell. Knocked away. Stolen by Ball. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Favors. And 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Ingles kicks to Mudia for 3. The Jazz with another miss. New Orleans leading by 15. The drive by Redick. It's good. Redick's got 6 points. Yours, you graduated as your college's all-time assistant. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Ingles has got 5 points in the quarter.
So you've got to chase Joe Ingles off that three-point line because he is lethal.
And Holiday kicks to Hart. Back to Holiday. Fires the 3. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jazz trail by 12. This one for three. Here's Gobert. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. 7 points in the game.
I love it when Rudy Gobert crashes the offensive glass, uses those long arms to great advantage.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Redick for three. Drills the three-pointer. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Clarkson. Gobert, the pass to Niang. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. He gets it up. He's off on that one. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their... Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said now. Hey.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Jazz. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Moutier out there with Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Moutier against Holiday. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Now, here's Redick. Takes a three. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Great positioning on the putback. Ingles has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Utah.
See, I think you want more of this from Joe Ingles. He has the size and length to keep plays alive.
Now here's Williamson, defended by Gobert. Moutier against Holiday. Here's Ingles. The lead now cut to single digits. Ingles has got 4 this quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Ingles.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Clarkson, and a lot of contact on that one. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. Conley against Ball. Just 5 on the clock. It's deflected.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. New Orleans leading by 7.
Block. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Now here's Williamson. He's tightly guarded.
Rudy Gobert is as intense a defender as you're going to find in the NBA, and he refuses to give up anything easy.
Conley with a wide open look. Another miss by Conley. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Ball kicks to Reddick. Pass to Ingram. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Passes it to Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Conley with the three. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. That one goes in, and it's an 11-point Pelican lead.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Some dishes to Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Conley left side. Over Williamson. Conley gets the bucket.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
Ball against Conley. Ball no good. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Gobert. Count it.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Ball. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Stolen by Conley.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Here's Favors. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. O'Neal inside. He's covered by Ingram. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy who puts the pass on the money.
Reddick passes the ball. Here's Williamson. He had stolen by Ingles.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Offensive rebound. Gobert. Clarkson kicks to O'Neal. Clarkson passes to O'Neal to tie it up. But they'll get another chance. And another shot. Offline.
Well, that's a case where Derek Favors uses his incredible reach to contest shots. That is beautifully done.
So it's a narrow victory.